Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today I have a dupe video for you, and I honestly couldn't believe when I found this product at my local grocery outlet. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and those of you that also live in my area probably know of Grocery Outlet. It's a grocery store that essentially has a lot of items at like huge discounts from a regular grocery store. There's any number of reasons that grocery items might end up at a grocery outlet. Either it's overstock or it's things that are kind of closer to their expiration date. You know, there's just kind of a variety of reasons. I have a grocery outlet pretty close to me, and they also have a fair amount of beauty products there. And sometimes I will browse down the beauty aisle and just sort of see what they have. A lot of the stuff isn't cruelty free, so you know, there isn't like a ton for me to choose from. But I came across something that just absolutely blew my mind, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, holy crap, that totally looks exactly, I'm talking like dead on, exactly like the Sigma glove. They're like, you know, spa glove that they came out with to clean your brushes. So this is the box that I saw, and hopefully you guys can see the price, but this was $3.99. It was $3.99. And as you know, Sigma sells their spa glove for, I think it's $39. I will put it in the description just to be sure, but I think when I looked at the Sigma website to be able to compare this glove with theirs to see if like all the ridges were the same and stuff, I think I remember it being $39. So I snagged this because it was such a crazy good deal, and I was like, it's silicone. Like, it has to be the same thing. It absolutely has to be. So basically, there is no real brand name other than Grand Innovations Spa here at the corner. I am gonna go ahead and do some Googling after this video and see if I can actually find these exact ones. Apparently the regular retail price is $7.99, which is still significantly less. Also below in the description box, I'm gonna go ahead and link a ton of stuff that I saw on Amazon that was very similar to what I'm gonna show you here, that is also super, super cheap for cleaning your brushes. So if I can't find this exact thing, I will list some alternatives down below, because I don't think that you should pay a small fortune for something like this. I mean, if this was $3.99, why is Sigma charging $39 for the exact same thing? I really can't imagine that the quality is that much different because it's silicone. So basically what you get with this brush mate here is you get obviously the silicone thing, and then there is, and I put this away so I need to grab it real quick, there is also a little glove that came within that, and this is a microfiber inner glove. I went ahead and took it out, but you're supposed to actually be able to use this to dry your brushes afterwards, so you can sort of run the brushes through this microfiber, I guess kind of like this, to be able to get some extra water out. I don't think that I will actually have any use for this, so I just kind of got rid of it. But let me show you guys the actual glove here. So there are so many different textured surfaces. So first off, it's obviously double-sided. You can use it with your right or your left hand, just kind of depends on what is more comfortable for you. But there are lots of different textured surfaces here. There's one kind of rippled ridge surface here. On the other side, there are kind of straight ridges that are differing heights. There's these kind of pyramid shapes here, little nubs. Both sides have these rings. Again, these are really, really soft silicone ridges. Like, these are not going to damage your brushes. By the way, I will also be giving you guys a demo at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But So on this side, you obviously have a nice textured surface here that's kind of like a crosshatch type of design. Again, the nubs. And then on the side here, you have these ridges that you actually use to wring the water out of your brushes when you're all said and done. So you kind of put in between your fingers like that and squeeze the water out like that. So yeah. We're gonna do a demo with this because I've been using this to clean my brushes now for the last week, and it's great. I can't believe that the Sigma one is so much more expensive, because I can't imagine what that one has that is different from this that would make it worth that much more, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this I feel like this is like the greatest find ever. There's nothing like, there's any uncomfortable seams like when you're working with it. It's really easy to get on and off. It's really flexible. I myself have looked for oven gloves at TJ Maxx and Home Goods to see if I could find an oven glove that would do the same thing. I never found one that had either A, the type of texture that I wanted, or B, that was just silicone. Most of them have like the cloth cover over the top, and obviously I didn't want to get that wet when I was cleaning my brushes. But like I said, there's lots of inexpensive options on Amazon that I will link down below for you for, you know, other brush cleaning devices that are even cheaper than the new Real Techniques one that was recently put out. I really do think that these types of like raised surfaces are great for cleaning your brushes because they allow you to get deeper within the brush and to get the makeup that is like embedded within the brush hairs. You might be able to get like the top of the brush really clean when you're just putting it in the palm of your hand, but you really need to work that soap into the inside of the brushes to get them spotless and as bacteria free as you possibly can. And if you are also not washing your brushes on a regular basis, Sydney, I'm looking at you. My niece just told me something this weekend that like basically like almost stopped my heart. But you should be washing your brushes hopefully at least once a week. If not once a week, at minimum, I'm talking bare minimum, do it once every 3 to 4 weeks at least, please, please. There is so much dirt and bacteria that can get lodged in your brushes. And honestly, anytime that you're putting that on your face, especially if you're touching your makeup up later on in the day, you are getting oil and just all kinds of gross stuff in there, skin cells. Just wash your brushes just for the sake of your face that, you know, doesn't want the extra bacteria on it. There's enough stuff floating around. If you can do something as simple as washing your brushes, you should absolutely do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys into my bathroom, get the camera set up in there, and show you how this works in real life. So let's go ahead and let's see a live demo of this. All right guys, so we are in my daughter's bathroom right now, and I'm gonna show you guys how I wash my brushes using this glove here. Before I get started, I'm going to share with you the soap that I use. This is the Dr. Bronner's soap. I buy this at Target, but you can also get it at Vitacost. I'll go ahead and link it down below. But it's just a bar soap, and I put it in an old Bath & Body Works candle container. And then I, you know, rub my brushes on this when they're wet, and that's worked really great for me. Obviously, the Dr. Bronner's liquid soap also works great as well. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the glove. So I'm going to go ahead and for this particular brush, this is a expert face brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to use this crosshatch design over here on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the water on and get my brush wet. You want to make sure that you definitely get your brush wet. If you have a brush that has the ferrule that kind of only goes up to about here, make sure that you don't get your water down that ferrule. But let's go ahead and get this brush wet, turn the water off, and then I go ahead and just rub the brush onto the bar of soap. Get that nice and soapy. And then I just work the bristles into the glove here. You can obviously utilize these bristles over here as well. These are just little nubs here. There's some up here that you can use. These say rinse, but I mean, use them for whatever you think works best. So really make sure that you get every single area on the outside of the brush, and then, you know, work into the bristles as well. So you can kind of use your thumb to make sure that you're really getting that in there. So when you're all done and you think that your brush is clean, you can go ahead, turn the water on again, rinse the soap off, and then use the little ridges to help you get the soap out of the brush as well. Just using these rinse bridges or ridges here to make sure I get all of that soap out of there. And that's it. So when I'm all done, I can take a look inside the brush and I can see that that's completely clean. And then I just wring out the excess water by running the brush through there. Obviously I could have turned the glove around and used these ridges as well, but these just worked really well. So make sure that water is out of there, and that's it. Beautiful, clean brush. My hand's completely dry, and now I just, you know, I can set this in the sink here to sort of dry off a little bit, and then it'll be ready to go for the next time. So thumbs up for $3.99. This was a great find. Like I said, I'll try to find this exact one. If I can't, I will find some inexpensive options for you guys on Amazon. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions down below.